I'm Kenneth Bradley, senior journalism major here at Ithaca College, and I was one of the 5 students who had the wonderful opportunity of going down to Washington, D.C. for the March for Our Lives protest.
Meredith Husser. I'm a senior journalism and politics double major from Fairfax, Virginia.
Jack Sears. I am a journalism major from Northborough, Massachusetts.
Matt Restino. I'm a junior journalism major from Holliston, Massachusetts.
Kristen Morand. I'm from Buffalo, New York, and I am a sophomore journalism major. For the DC MSNBC trip, I was responsible for gathering photos, videos, and interviews along with Meredith.
In the March for Our Lives coverage, my role was a social media intern. So I worked with NBC and MSNBC's social media teams to collect photos, videos, and interviews from the march to then be posted on their various social media accounts.
We started off at 9 a.m. We started at the top of the stage and worked our way back through the crowds. And at the end of the day, we met up with Stephanie at 4 o'clock. And she was like, great job, guys. You know, I got all your images, and a lot of our images and footage got sent to higher people in MSNBC, and then they posted that on their Instagram story, Instagram photos, and even on Twitter. And then she looked at us and said, great job, but do you mind going Facebook Live? And Meredith and I were like, sure. So we went right back out into the field. We found a group of high school students, built a little conversation with them, and then Stephanie says, all right, I'm going to cue you guys, and you and Meredith are going to take it away. And that's what we did.
So during this Facebook Live, we interviewed a group of students that had traveled all the way from Minnesota to attend the march. And that was an incredible experience to host a live interview for a major news network.
I was partnered with NBC and MSNBC's digital team. Now, the digital team mainly focused on online articles, and what I did for them was I went into the crowd of the rally and collected still images and quotes for them and would send them to a reporter and editor in New York City. What that editor and reporter in New York City did was they took information that I was sending them along with information that a reporter for NBC on the ground was sending them, and they combined it into one article. Seeing my name on NBCnews.com was a really surreal and humbling experience. It was really the highlight of my college career, being able to contribute to a professional publication like NBCnews.com.
I was attached to Jacob Savarov and his reporting news team. He taught me so much about interacting with the people that you interview and just working and how to find new shots within the crowd.
During the March for Our Lives with MSNBC, I was assigned to a crew doing live shots in the crowd throughout the day.
We just interviewed 2 families as they were coming down the street, like in the middle of the giant crowd, for a live shot, and I mean it's been great. It's been really cool.
It was also really cool to see how an event this big actually gets covered, because like all you see is the final product up on the TV screen, but you don't get to see like the ins and outs. The producer constantly on the phone trying to convince the studio to cut to their correspondent because we have a really good interview. Correspondent constantly prepping for interviews that may or may not actually get on air. So just getting that behind the scenes experience was really, really valuable and something that'll definitely stick with me.
It was amazing, just an amazing opportunity. I really felt like a professional, and the classes that I took here at Ithaca College really prepared me for covering this rally. I worked solely off of my iPhone, and I credit being able to do that, transcribe interviews, take photos, and take notes all on my iPhone to a mobile and social media journalism course that we take here. That really prepared me for what I was doing in DC.
This experience impacted me both personally and professionally. So first of all, to be able to bear witness to one of the largest marches, if not the largest march ever in history on our nation's capital, was extremely incredible. Even further, to be able to say that I covered it as a journalist is something that not very many people, especially not very many student journalists, are able to say. So the access I was able to get through having my NBC credentials, whether it was getting into the media section or grabbing interviews with anybody that I saw, I was able to feel like a actual professional journalist for a day.
So I'm very thankful for the opportunity, and it's great to be back.
I'm still trying to fathom this wonderful event. I mean, honestly, to be able to say that I was there and I was there as a journalist is still so unfathomable. And to be able to say that I'm watching history in the making and history unfolding is just once in a lifetime experience. And to be able to know that all those skills that I learned in the classroom here at Ithaca and I applied that outside, and to know that I succeeded along with, you know, Meredith and Kenny and Jack and Matt, we all succeeded with our journalistic skills and abilities. It's just, I'm so grateful to be able to know that we have these opportunities here at Ithaca College.